Raise your hand if you've ever felt anxious for absolutely no reason. Nothing bad is happening, nothing is wrong, but your chest is tight and your brain is on high alert anyway. Yeah, same. But here's the thing. There is a reason. You just can't see it from the outside. And once your brain understands what it's actually responding to, the anxiety starts to make a lot more sense. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain has an internal monitoring system. It constantly scans your body for signals. Heart rate, breathing, muscle tension, temperature, stomach activity. It reads these signals and uses them to predict what's happening in your environment. This is called interoception, your brain's ability to sense the inside of your body. And most of the time it works perfectly, but sometimes it misfires. Here's how the misfire works. Your brain detects an internal signal. Maybe your heart rate increased slightly because you stood up too fast. Maybe your stomach feels off because you skipped lunch. Maybe your breathing is shallow because you've been sitting hunched over a screen for 3 hours. Your brain picks up that signal and asks, what does this mean? And if it can't find an obvious external cause, it defaults to its most used explanation: threat. Not because a threat exists, but because that's the pattern your brain knows best. Elevated heart rate plus no obvious cause equals something must be wrong. That's interoceptive misfiring. Your brain is reading your body correctly but interpreting it wrong. The second piece is prediction error. Your brain doesn't just react to what's happening, it predicts what's about to happen. And it uses your past experiences to build those predictions. If anxiety has been a frequent visitor, your brain starts to predict it even when the signals are ambiguous. A slightly tight chest becomes probable anxiety. A quiet moment becomes suspicious calm before the storm. Your brain is pattern matching against its own history. And if that history includes a lot of anxiety, the pattern recognition gets overly sensitive. It starts seeing threat signals in neutral data. So what do you actually do about it? The first step is to name what your body is actually doing. Not what you think it means. What it is. My heart rate is slightly elevated. My breathing is shallow. My stomach is tight. Just the physical facts. No interpretation yet. This interrupts the misfiring loop because you're giving your brain accurate data instead of letting it fill in the gaps with threat predictions. The second step is to find the physical cause. What did you eat? How long have you been sitting? Did you sleep? Did you have caffeine? Most of the time, there is a boring physical explanation for the signal your brain is catastrophizing. Finding that explanation gives your brain a better story than threat. The third step is to breathe out longer than you breathe in. A longer exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system. It physically signals to your brain that the threat has passed. 4 counts in, 6 counts out. That's it. You're not suppressing the anxiety. You're giving your nervous system accurate information. Most people think random anxiety means something is wrong with their mind. But now you know it actually means their brain's prediction system is working overtime on ambiguous data. Your brain isn't broken, it's overcautious. And overcautious is a much easier thing to work with than broken. Comment below, does your anxiety usually come with a reason or does it just show up uninvited?